Hey y'all, I'm Kelsey Randall. Welcome to my home studio in Bushwick, Brooklyn, where I have currently traded in my rhinestones and sequins for all things mask making. So today I'm just going to share with you some tips I've learned that can help you wear a mask properly in a way that keeps you and other people safe, and also show you how to make a really easy mask that requires absolutely no sewing with things I promise you have at home. So let's get started. The most important thing I can tell you about wearing a mask is when you're wearing it, you can never touch it. So we want to make sure that our hands are always clean after and before we've touched the mask. All you're going to need is a t-shirt, some pantyhose, and they can be ones that have seen better days, and a pair of scissors. Okay, so we're gonna lay out our t-shirt and we're gonna make sure the sleeve's nice and flat. And then I'm just gonna take my scissors and I'm gonna kind of follow the curve of the sleeve. And you wanna make sure that the sleeve you're using is gonna be like big enough to cover your face. And we can just kind of clean this up a little bit. So you're going to want to cover your nose, your mouth, your chin. So that's going to be our mask. I cut the other sleeve off too, so I can make myself a second mask. And now I'm just going to cut it into a muscle tee. So this next step, it's not for the mask. That's just for fashion. So now we've got a cool new muscle tee. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my piece flat. So this is going to be the front side where it curves up higher for the nose, and this is my back side. And I'm going to line up the t-shirt seam in the center. And now I'm going to take the sides and I'm going to fold them back about 1/2 inch. And I'm going to take my scissor and I'm going to put a few little cuts in the t-shirt, like every 3/4 inch about. And I'm not cutting all the way through. I'm just making little slashes here. Okay, so we're gonna do that on both sides. Voila. Okay, now we're going to make some ties for our mask. So we can use, ribbon for this. You could use shoelaces, or we can use the, bits that we cut off when we made our muscle tee. So I'll just use that. I'm just going to cut these shorter. So with the shorter pieces, we're going to turn these into a mask that loops around the ear. And we're just going to weave it through the holes we made. All right. And then we can kind of just tie loops. And there's our mask. So one of the most exciting things we've learned this past weekend is how effective it can be to add a nylon pantyhose layer onto your mask. Just adding this extra layer, it's proved very effective in laboratory testing. So we're just taking the pantyhose, making sure it's lined up at the top, and we're just going to cut a straight line across. So we're basically just cutting off the crotch. You want to make sure there's no runs in this part of it, but this is just going to become our mask cover. It's a good idea to put on your mask in front of a mirror so you can make sure it fits you right. So we're going to do our base layer first, making sure it's covering my nose, my chin, I made sure I washed my hands before I did it. Feels tight around my ears. All right, we're good there. So then we're going to take our pantyhose layer, and with the seams on the sides, they're going to kind of line up with your ear. Just go ahead and pull the whole thing down. Okay. So what we want is this top of the pantyhose is going to sit here, and it's going to keep this seal tight, right? So anyone that's worn any of these masks before knows, unless you've got the metal nose part there, there's air that's going to get out here. So this is going to help keep that tight. So I'm just kind of pulling it up to the top here. So it's just going to kind of sit right below your eyes. So, okay, we've got it on tight. Now this part that's like hanging down here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of pull it back. And I'm going to like twist it. And I'm going to twist all my hair into it. And then just loop it under itself a few times. I'm sure I got a bunch of hair in it, whatever. So that's just going to keep it tighter back to my face. But now, like, the key thing is when you're wearing these, you should be able to breathe freely. You're not trying to like asphyxiate yourself. You want to be able to breathe, but like you don't want to be like feeling your breath coming out, you know. So it's hot, it's tight, it's not pleasant to wear. But now that we've got it on, let's go wash our hands. So it's really important that your mask fits well. I would recommend, if you've got a mask and you're not used to wearing masks, that you wear it around the house for a while and make sure you're not going to have any issues with it sliding or falling. Just kind of troubleshoot that all before you leave the house wearing it for the first time. Obviously, this mask is supposed to be a barrier, right? So we don't want to touch it. If you want, you can borrow my own mantra when I'm wearing a mask, and that's just mask is lava. Like, I'm really trying not to touch it at all. Okay, so once my hands are washed, I'm gonna take off my mask, and I'm gonna be careful to just do it quickly and immediately get it in the sink and wash it. So and hot water and dish soap, okay? So literally you're gonna just make sure you're washing it really good. You know, doctors I've talked to have said, you know, minute or two, hot water, dish soap. We know dish soap kills the virus, so. So we're gonna just rinse it out, and then we can just hang it up to dry. It can just air dry. I just want to say in conclusion, wearing a mask sucks. It's really hot, it's uncomfortable, it's a constant reminder that we're in the middle of a pandemic, but it's the least we can do to keep ourselves and our communities safe. So thank you for doing your part and wearing your mask, and stay safe. Bye, y'all.